Even in recent years, a lot of new games don't always have graphics as good as the ones we used to play. And that's honestly kind of crazy, because there are plenty of games that came out over 10 years ago that still look way better than many titles released today. In this video, we're going to talk about games that, despite being old, still look absolutely amazing even in 2026. If you're ready, let's get started. Half-Life 2. Released in 2004, Half-Life 2 not only revolutionized the gaming world, but it's also crazy how good it still looks even in 2026. Thanks to Valve's Source engine, the physics simulation, facial animations, and lighting were incredible for that era. With the gravity gun, you manipulate objects and use the environment as a weapon. City 17's dystopian atmosphere, detailed character models, and realistic physics system are still impressive. A 2024 update added HDR lighting, improved controls, and missing content. Even after 22 years, the game's art direction and technical design haven't aged. The horror atmosphere in Ravenholm, the open-world feel of Highway 17, and the final battle in the Citadel are unforgettable. The puzzles are physics-based and creative. Half-Life 2 shaped the future of the FPS genre in the year it launched, and remains playable to this day.
You're gonna be roadkill, Batman!
Batman Arkham Knight. Rocksteady's 2015 title Arkham Knight sits at the pinnacle of superhero games, and yes, it looks even better than Spider-Man. All of Gotham City is explorable as an open world. Built with Unreal Engine 3, the game renders rainy Gotham streets, neon lights, and detailed character models beautifully. The Batmobile arrives for the first time as a drivable vehicle. You fight against Scarecrow and the mysterious Arkham Knight. The combat system is fluid, and the free-flow mechanics are excellent. In Predator sections, you rely on stealth tactics. The graphical quality is still striking in 2026. Raindrops, light reflections, character animations. A single character model contains as many polygons as the entire environment of Arkham Asylum. Detective vision, environmental puzzles, and side quests add depth to the game. As the final entry in the Arkham series, it remains a visual masterpiece. Crysis 2. Released in 2011, Crysis 2 pushed the CryEngine 3 to its limits. The post-apocalyptic version of New York is incredibly detailed. With the nanosuit, you switch between power, armor, stealth, and speed modes. You fight against the alien Ceph invasion. While the game's graphics taxed computers of that era, the optimization was solid. To this day, many people still try booting up Crysis on maximum settings to benchmark their machines. Lighting effects, particle systems, destructible environments, still impressive 15 years later. The weapon customization system is deep, and with the tactical visor you can scan enemy positions. Each mission offers a different approach. Will you go stealthy or go in guns blazing? The urban warfare atmosphere is intense, and indoor and outdoor combat is well balanced. CryEngine's realistic material rendering, dynamic shadows, and high-resolution textures still hold up impressively. Mirror's Edge. DICE's 2008 title Mirror's Edge stands out with its minimalist aesthetic as a parkour game. As Faith, you run across rooftops, scale walls, and perform acrobatic moves through a dystopian city. The game's clean, bright color palette and minimalist design are unique. White buildings, red accents, blue sky, the art direction is timeless. First-person parkour mechanics were fresh for the era and remain satisfying today. The momentum system matters. You must find the right route to maintain your speed. There's combat, but the focus is on escape and movement. Time trial modes are perfect for speed enthusiasts. The game uses an early version of the Frostbite engine. Lighting and shadows are realistic. Even in 2026, the game's visual style still feels fresh. Mirror's Edge chose art direction over raw graphical power and created an experience that hasn't aged.
Get out of the way!
Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Naughty Dog's 2016 masterpiece pushed the PlayStation 4's graphical power to its limits. Nathan Drake's final adventure is a cinematic experience on the visual front. Madagascar, Scotland, Libertalia. Each chapter has a distinct atmosphere. Character animations, facial expressions, and motion capture work were top tier for the era. Climbing, exploration, action, and vehicle sections are blended together. The story is emotional, tracing Nathan's past and the decisions that shape his future. The multiplayer mode is also enjoyable. Naughty Dog's lighting technology is stunning. Sunsets, cave shadows, water reflections. It still looks AAA caliber in 2026. Puzzles are woven around historical themes. There are no boss fights, but the set pieces are breathtaking. The car chase sequence, the clock tower collapse. Every moment feels cinematic. Uncharted 4 was a landmark in storytelling and graphical quality. Assassin's Creed Origins. Released in 2017, Origins was a rebirth for the series. Playing as Bayek in ancient Egypt, you explore an incredible open world. The pyramids, the Nile River, the Library of Alexandria. Every location is detailed and alive. Built with the Anvil Next 2.0 engine, the game delivers sand dune effects, water reflections, and dynamic weather conditions. RPG mechanics were introduced, weapon loot, a level system, and a skill tree. The combat system was overhauled with hitbox-based fighting. You can scout areas using your Eagle Sinew. The story tells the origins of the assassins. There is a day-night cycle, and the stars are realistically positioned. Egyptian mythology appears in boss battles. Discovery Tour mode is educational and exploration-focused. Even in 2026, the beauty of Egypt remains breathtaking. Origins is both a historical and a visual feast. Watch Dogs. Ubisoft's 2014 release, Watch Dogs, presented Chicago through the lens of a hacking theme. As Aiden Pierce, you control the city by hacking the CTOS system. Traffic lights, bridges, security cameras, everything can be manipulated. It uses the Disrupt engine, with impressive dynamic lighting and reflections. Nighttime Chicago with neon lights and rain is enchanting. Stealth, hacking, and action come together. With the Profiler, you can read people's personal information. In multiplayer, you can hack other players. Side activities, like digital trips, are fun. The graphical quality was ambitious for its time. Even 12 years later, the Chicago atmosphere remains strong. Watch Dogs brought the cyberpunk theme into a modern urban setting, and compared to its sequels, roaming its city always feels more enjoyable. SimCity 4. The 2003 title SimCity 4 is the pinnacle of city-building games. Its isometric perspective and detailed sprites offer a timeless visual presentation. You build cities from a small town all the way up to massive metropolises. Zoning, transportation, budget management, every detail matters. The graphics are simple, but the art direction is effective. The day-night cycle, seasons, and animations make the city feel alive. The Maxis engine is flexible and moddable. Thousands of mods have been created by the community. Traffic simulation is realistic, with every citizen following their own routine. Natural disasters, crime, education, healthcare, every system is interconnected. Even 23 years later, SimCity 4 remains a favorite among city simulation fans. Despite lacking modern graphical technology, its design is original and offers a timeless experience.
We're late to the party. Where's the LT? Hang it right up here. Thanks.
Battlefield 3. DICE's 2011 FPS Battlefield 3 delivered stunning visuals through the Frostbite 2 engine. Large-scale multiplayer battles, destructible environments, and vehicle variety were all impressive. 64-player maps, tanks, jets, helicopters, each vehicle offered a different gameplay style. The campaign is action-packed, but the real game lives in multiplayer. Modes include Rush, Conquest, and Team Deathmatch. Lighting effects, particle systems, and sound design are still powerful. The chaotic close-quarters combat of Operation Metro, the open-terrain battles of Caspian Border, each map demands different tactics. Levolution-style dynamic map changes weren't present, but the destruction was still impressive. Weapon customization and the class system are well-balanced. Even in 2026, Battlefield 3's graphics and sound design are excellent. If you're tired of Battlefield 6, you should definitely go back to this one. Honestly, I'm going to.
What the hell?
The Last of Us. Naughty Dog's 2013 masterpiece was a late-era PlayStation 3 title, yet its graphics were astonishing. It tells the story of Joel and Ellie's journey across post-apocalyptic America. A fungal infection has turned people into the infected, and survivors struggle against chaos. The game's story is emotional and powerful, with outstanding character development. Stealth and action are well-balanced, and resource management is critical. Every bullet counts, and the crafting system is simple but effective. Environmental storytelling is strong. Abandoned buildings, notes, wall writings, the sight of ruined cities reclaimed by nature is captivating. Lighting, shadows, and character animations were top of their class for the era. Though a PS4 remaster and PS5 remake were released, the original still holds up beautifully. Even in 2026, its atmosphere and visual design remain impressive. Encounters with clickers are nerve-wracking. The multiplayer mode, Factions, was also highly addictive. The Last of Us has one of the best stories in gaming history, and its graphics haven't aged.
Come in, Woodman. Come in. Over.
Metro 2033. 4A Games' 2010 title, Metro 2033, takes place in the post-nuclear metro tunnels beneath Moscow. As Artyom, you battle radiation mutants and hostile factions. The 4A engine was developed specifically for this game. The lighting system is extraordinary. Flashlights, gas masks, dynamic shadows, the atmosphere is steeped in horror and tension. The surface sections are dangerous due to radiation and mutants, and your mask leaks oxygen. Each metro station is home to a different community. Weapons are improvised and realistic. Bullets also serve as currency. currency. You can choose between stealth and action. The Redux version updated the graphics, though the original was already impressive. Even 16 years later, Metro 2033's atmosphere and lighting remain unmatched. The claustrophobic tunnel battles, the silence of the surface, and the terror of the library level, all unforgettable moments. The foundation of the Metro series, a visual and atmospheric masterpiece. The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. CD Projekt Red's 2015 Legend is the pinnacle of open-world RPGs. As Geralt of Rivia, you search for Ciri and battle the Wild Hunt. Built on Red Engine 3, the game offers a vast world. The swamps of Velen, the busy streets of Novigrad, the Skellig Islands. Every region is atmospheric. The day-night cycle and dynamic weather are impressive. Character models are detailed, and facial animations are expressive. The card game Gwent is addictive. Side quests are as high quality as the main story. Witcher contracts are each a mini-story in themselves. The combat system requires skill, sign magic, swordplay, bombs, and potions. The Blood and Wine expansion is practically a separate game. The Witcher 3 set the standard for modern games in storytelling, world design, and graphical quality. And honestly, it was one of the games I enjoyed the most, because exploring its world felt even more enjoyable than exploring the real world.
That's the words on the street right now.
Traffic was gonna be bad. Why didn't you plan ahead of time?
Grand Theft Auto V. Rockstar's 2013 release GTA V revolutionized the format with its three-protagonist system. Switching between Michael, Franklin, and Trevor, you explore Los Santos and Blaine County. Built on the Rage engine, the game offers a massive open world. The city is alive and detailed. Hundreds of vehicles in traffic, walking NPCs, radio stations. Everything feels organic. Heist missions require both planning and action. The online mode, GTA Online, is still active and continuously updated. Visually, it remains impressive 13 years later. Sunsets, ocean waves, city lights. The PC version added a first-person mode. Vehicle variety is enormous, with plenty of customization options. Side activities include golf, tennis, diving, yoga, and stock trading. The cinematic story and character development are strong. GTA V also received a remaster for next-gen consoles. Rockstar's level of detail is legendary, and you feel like you're walking through a real world. Ryse, Son of Rome. Crytek's 2013 Xbox One launch title Ryse was visually stunning. You play as Roman centurion Marius Titus, fighting across the Roman Empire. Built with CryEngine 3, the game had the best graphics of its time. Armor detail, blood effects, lighting, everything was eye-catching. The combat system is simple but cinematic, timing-based with brutal and fluid execution animations. The story revolves around Roman mythology and revenge. The multiplayer Colosseum mode offered co-op arena battles. The game is short, 6 to 7 hours, but a visual spectacle. Even 13 years later, the character models and environmental detail remain impressive. Critics noted that the gameplay was repetitive, but no one could fault the graphics. Ryse was designed to showcase the power of next-gen consoles, and it succeeded. Roman battle scenes, gladiator fights, palace intrigues, every scene plays out like a film. A visually focused, short but memorable experience. Crytek's passion for visual excellence is on full display here. Deus Ex Human Revolution. Eidos Montreal's 2011 cyberpunk RPG questions augmentation technology in a dystopian future. As Adam Jensen, you start as head of security at Sarif Industries and unravel a global conspiracy. The game's art direction is built on a gold and black color palette with a unique cyber renaissance aesthetic. Stealth, hacking, dialogue, or action. Every mission can be completed through different approaches. The augmentation system is deep. Invisibility, strength, hacking ability, you create your own playstyle. Hub areas in Detroit and Hungsha are detailed and explorable. Side quests add layers to the main story. Dialogue choices affect outcomes. Boss fights were tough, but the director's cut improved them. Lighting and atmosphere are strong. Even 15 years later, the cyberpunk aesthetic feels fresh. The music is composed by Michael McCann, atmospheric and unforgettable. Deus Ex HR is a modern example of player choice and the immersive sim genre. Its graphics haven't aged, thanks to the art direction. Age of Empires 2. The 1999 title Age of Empires 2 is a legendary strategy game. The isometric 2D graphics are simple, but the art design is timeless. You play across 13 different civilizations in the Middle Ages, gathering resources, constructing buildings, building armies, classic RTS mechanics. Each civilization offers different bonuses and unique units. Campaigns retell historical events. Joan of Arc, Saladin, Genghis Khan. Multiplayer is still active and was revitalized with the definitive edition. Though the graphics received an update, the original charm was preserved. soft. Unit animations, building designs, and map variety are all detailed. Even 27 years later, the community is strong and tournaments are still held. AoE 2's strategic depth is limitless. Economy management, army composition, map control, every match is different. Mod support is robust, with custom maps and campaigns available. Age of Empires 2 is a timeless classic. Its graphics aren't modern, but the design is excellent. Ninja Gaiden Black. Team Ninja's 2005 Xbox Classic is the most challenging example of the hack-and-slash genre. As Ryu Hayabusa, you use your ninja abilities to their fullest. The combat system is fast, deep, and unforgiving. Parrying, dodging, different weapon combos. The game demands skill. Button mashing simply doesn't work. The bosses are legendary in their difficulty. The graphics were striking for the era. Fluid animations, blood effects, detailed environments. Even 21 years later, the combat mechanics continue to inspire modern games. Weapon variety is abundant. Dragon Sword, nunchucks, Vigorian flail, each with its own style. There's also platforming and exploration. Ninja Gaiden Black is an expanded version of the original Ninja Gaiden, including additional missions, new difficulty levels, and the Hurricane Pack. Surviving Master Ninja difficulty is an achievement in itself. Though the graphics have aged, the art direction and combat system are still excellent, an essential title for action fans who love a challenge. Rage. id Software's 2011 post-apocalyptic FPS Rage introduced the id Tech 5 engine. Thanks to megatexture technology, every surface is unique with no repeating textures. You wake up in a world shattered by an asteroid impact. In the wasteland, you fight against gangs, mutants, and the Authority. The gunplay carries id Software's signature feel, powerful, responsive, and satisfying. Unique weapons like the wing stick make an appearance. Vehicle modification and racing support exploration. The visual design is colorful and detailed, with lively desert towns. Even 15 years later, character models and environmental design remain impressive. The story is weak, and the ending is abrupt, but the gameplay is strong. The sequel Rage 2 took a different direction. The original Rage brought id's FPS expertise into an open-world format. Megatexture technology was controversial at the time, due to high VRAM usage, but the results were impressive. The wasteland atmosphere, arena battles, and weapon variety are strengths. A special title for id Software fans.